Change is a photo away. One photo changed the trajectory of my life. God's honest truth. That's all I needed. Check this beauty out. This fine, voluptuous specimen, if you will. Man, let me tell you this. When I saw this picture where I'm standing, I didn't recognize that person. And I'm just imagining this as I'm speaking to you. You gotta understand, when you're at that size, when you can't make out anything, what body part is what, it's tough. And you see yourself in a particular way, that life is going to be a certain way, maybe you'll never experience that. And you look at the people's, because I remember looking at people on my 600-pound life, and I thought I would never ever get to that size. But I bloody came near. I bloody came near that. I managed 365 pounds or 165 kilos. But that photo changed everything. Because I looked back at it and I thought, wow, this person is hurting. This person has lost control of everything that's important. And the most important thing in your life is your health. You never ever lose control of your health, because you can have a million problems, guys, but you can't afford to have one health problem. And this is why it's so important to keep things in check. And that moment, that picture, I decided never ever again am I ever going to be in this position where I'm not proud of the man that looks back at me. No matter how scared I was in that moment when I took that picture, I'm going to hold myself to a standard. I'm going to hold myself accountable, and I am going to change my life no matter how long it takes. No matter how scared, how wrong my steps are, I will continue. And this was my number one motivation. I did not want a six pack. I didn't want all the glory of comes with weight. Like, man, I just wanted control. I just wanted to feel normal again. Because when you're that weight, nothing's normal. You're tired constantly. Your body hurts. You are so scared of placing your foot in the wrong place, because that just means your ankle's going to get inflamed now. You're constantly in pain. Your lower back hurts. Man, you're tired. You can't be effective. You can't be productive, because you are carrying, human beings aren't made to be that weight. And constantly your life revolves around food. The food noise is deafening, and you can't do much. This is the biggest problem. And then after you've had the food that you wanted or you think is going to make you happy, you feel rubbish. You feel so bad and the only way you know how to alleviate those emotions is by eating. And sooner or later, you put on weight. And in my case, I put on 45 kilos. Now you got to think, 45 kilos, that's 100 bloody pounds I put on. And you get to a stage where you step on the scale and you think, oh my God. And just even thinking about it, man, gives me PTSD. And you just think, never ever again am I ever going to be in this position. And the moral of the story here is this, man, you can have years of planning. That's what I did. I was planning, I'm going to do keto, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get my 10,000 steps in. But I would do it for 3-4 days, but then give up. And then wonder why I could not lose the weight. Because my addictive behavior would take over and I was on like autopilot. And this is the scary thing. So one moment of clarity will trump years of planning, whether that's in your life, whether it's in your business, whether it's anything you want in life, man. When you're serious about making a change, all it takes is that moment. You don't need a retreat. You don't need anything. You need to hit rock bottom. You need to feel absolutely shit about your condition, about your situation. And then when you say never ever again, that's when you know you're serious. That's when you know I won't be accepting this for my life. And I'm so glad I experienced that low, because never ever again am I going to feel that way. With that man, when I stand in the mirror and that man looks back at me, I want to be able to recognize him, good, bad, or the ugly. But I'm never ever going to be in a position where I don't recognize that man and I'm not proud of that man. And I hope same for you. I hope that is the case for you, because ultimately we are here for a very short time. And you got to be proud of the man that looks back at you in the mirror. And the only way you become proud of the man that looks back at you in the mirror is by doing hard stuff, is by following your plan, is by seeing progress in your life. You don't have to be a millionaire, you don't have to be a billionaire, but you follow your plan, whatever that may be. If it is to be a billionaire, good. If it is not, good. Lead a successful life. But success is a measure you define, not the world. You have to understand that. Have good people in your life. Whatever a good, successful, fulfilling life means, lead that, work that plan, and don't give up until you get there, no matter how long it takes. With that said, if you haven't joined the movement yet, click on the links below. I've got a newsletter, which I send out weekly. I've got the YouTube. Please subscribe, share it with anyone that needs to hear this. Let's grow this movement of the forgotten warriors who are looking to reclaim their capabilities and to lead a successful, fulfilling life. I'll see you next time.